in the building, man. It's your boy.
What's up, man?
It's your boy, A Jeezy.
Yo, true.
I'm the host of the show. No, we like to welcome back, man. The man, the myth, the legend, Moose, a.k.a. Big.
What's up, folks, man?
Welcome back, man.
It's your main man, Moose, a.k.a. Big House.
Live on air with us.
I'm not sure what happened. I'm here.
How you guest hosting your own show?
I'm not guest hosting my own show. Like, I am here, funky fresh in the flesh.
Funky
man.
fresh in the flesh.
Yeah, hey, I tell you
fresh
what.
Off sabbatical.
Yeah, I tell you what, man. Y'all know what it's like, man. I try to take care of my seeds.
Oh, no doubt.
And we've been on the baseball tour around the country.
Man, y'all been globe trotting.
We've been globe trotting for real. And I couldn't wait to be back tonight. Hey, man, so we got the Heavy Hitters Radio Show.
Yes, plus
man,
Moose.
We are live. We are live. I tell you what, my feelings ain't gonna get hurt like somebody.
Oh, like pudding. What pudding that? Pudding late?
I ain't got nothing
we got a female host. You gonna be mad? We definitely gonna talk about the new female host we got.
Ain't got nothing to do with that.
We got
all the candidates. The field is plentiful right now.
Hey, so I tell you what, man. We are at Stadium Tavern down here. Indianapolis, Indiana, man. We're right here off the exit.
It's a nice little crowd tonight, man. Cardi B brought him out.
Yeah, and man, Cardi B canceled. Cardi B's canceled tonight, man. You know what? What I understand, as a matter of fact, I'll get into it. Hey, this Moose A Big House. Hey, to my right, we got the one and the only star of the show, man. The man, the myth, the legend.
That's you.
The one and the only. No, that's not me, man. L. Jeezy Mbaku.
Hey, man, Wakanda forever, man. Yeah, man, life's good, man.
How you living?
Can't complain, man. I mean, I can't go back to where I came from. My house ain't there no more. No the schools, nothing like that.
It's all gone?
It's all gone.
Dang. That's a
that just looked like a bomb went off.
Oh, that's crazy.
Or like Cedric the Entertainer said, it looked like it's closed.
It's closed.
It's closed.
After 10:30.
After 10:30, we closed.
Hey, man, I tell you what, to his right, man, we got the smooth voice, man. And matter of fact, we celebrating that born day.
Born day.
Celebrating that born day early, man. Early. The one and the only D-Lo.
D-Lo G. DJ Long Green.
What's happening?
You good?
Man, I'm great, bro. I am great, man. Busy as ever, man. Life's cool. Glad to be here tonight, bro.
Hey, man, outstanding.
Yeah, man, up a few words tonight, man. You good? You ready to turn up?
Well, that and a little bit pop, man. Give me a second to ease into things.
You got to ease into it? All right, I understand. I understand for sure. Hey, so I tell you what, man. We also have the middle seed up in here, man. The middle seed. What's happening?
Yo, what's good?
All right, so he's in here, man. He's making it happen. Folks, he's gonna have some commentary, man, on his age group, I guess, and that's how we doing it.
We got my big bro in the building.
Yes, sir. And his name is.
We gotta give him a
Big
nickname.
C. There's no Big C, right?
There's no Big C, or we call him.
Is there a Big C? What's the nickname back at the crib?
What is your nickname back at the crib? I don't think you got one.
Don't be mad.
We got Lisa the coach.
Hey, so we got Lisa.
We got Lisa.
Lisa's up here, and she's getting it. And she is ready, folks.
Okay.
She's ready. So look, let's listen up. So we got stogies flowing.
Yeah.
We got tacos going.
Oh,
we got drinks aplenty, right? And we got some money.
Oh,
okay.
I like that. I like that. A little freestyle.
I had to bring it home. Hey, so I tell you what. Here's what's happening. We are celebrating D-Lo's early born day. We got some beautiful ladies. We got some beautiful ladies that are just they're flanking us on the right, and we got the city that's flanking us on the left. And man, we doing this. Y'all ready for this show?
Let's go.
I mean, the host is in full effect today, man. I like that.
I told you I'm ready, man.
He's back.
I've been mentioning.
You been practicing?
I'm like Jordan with a 45. Yeah, man. I'm ready, man.
Yeah.
And Lisa came over and got her stogie lit. I need to take a picture of her because, man, she's doing that. That's all I'm saying. She's doing. Do you mind? You mind if we take a picture?
She said, "Know what? I don't play top golf. I play real golf."
No, yes,
I did not come to play.
You know what I'm saying?
I totally understand.
I was waiting for her to drop a shouty.
Let me see that smile. Baby. Bam. One more with the smoke. Well, let me see if I can get it on good time. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Cardi B ain't got nothing on you, sweetheart. Cardi B ain't got nothing on you. Although, you know what I found out, guys? You know what I found out? I think that, so there's been several times. There's been several times that she canceled the show. And you know what happens? Sometimes her boob loses air. Sometimes her booty loses collagen or whatever's going on. She had built-in abs. Sometimes.
So you think it's a maintenance issue?
It's probably a maintenance issue for Cardi.
Well, based on that video I saw,
it was very last minute.
I'm talking about when you say last minute, it was like the last 10 minutes before it really started.
I know one of her concert, she bent over and her ass popped out.
Fell out. Exactly.
What? Wait.
Yes, I'm trying to tell you that.
You mean tell me she had a secret? I'm gonna get you sucker.
She had a wardrobe malfunction.
Now here's what happened.
A real ass
Here's what happened. So she's married to Offset, who is in Amigos, right?
Yes.
And so he cheated on her. Then they got back together, right? But after she had that baby, she had new boobs made. She had abs made. She had a booty made. And then because she wanted to get back in shape, get ready. Because she was in one of them shows, ladies. What was that show she was in? Was it Real Housewives or somebody? Or
she was?
Yeah, she was on one then.
Yeah, she started.
Love and Hip Hop. Love and Hip Hop. Thank you, sweetheart. She was Love and Hip Hop. So,
New York.
So instead of working out, she totally built her body, man, from the doctor's office, right? And so sometimes it breaks down.
So listen to this, though. Just as an aside.
Yes.
I'm a lactation specialist.
A lactation specialist.
Yeah.
Lisa
Yeah.
is a lactation specialist. Folks, y'all don't know what lactation is?
I'm
Look it up.
It had to do with boobs and milk or something.
You know what she does?
Breastfeeding your baby.
She teaches.
I'm proud of Cardi B, even though she's out there. That just lets
It's amazing how the
you
song
know, that lets you know she's still a woman, no matter what. She takes care of her baby. So if her body shifted, it's because she had an entire human being.
But how did the booty fall
Yes.
out?
Oh my God. Yes.
But how did the booty fall out though?
Because she had a fake. It's fake. It's fake booty. Oh, so
that is
we
the
had
question. We need that question. The question was,
they won't.
how do you lactate with breast implants?
Oh, that's
Ready,
So
Lisa,
the
go.
issue is-
You might want to scoot in there. Put it out there.
So lactating with breast implants. So it can be, it's possible. But the issue with lactation and after having breast augmentation or reduction is that the scarring around the areola.
yeah.
We
We like areolas
That's
around here.
what, hey, I didn't
Everybody round of applause for areolas. Round of applause for areolas.
And by the way, real quick, I don't mean to deviate, but you guys, just a real quick poll.
Yeah.
Real quick poll. Do you like areola that looks like a fried egg? Or do you like areola that looks like a pancake? Or do you like areola that looks like melted chocolate?
I like them all.
Which one?
Yeah, I don't
Geez.
discriminate.
Yeah,
We don't discriminate. We like all the
But this is the
areolas.
difference.
All right, I'm sorry though.
What you see is what you get.
True story.
You might like the whole package, and if the areola
And there-
is different, you discriminate?
Sometimes that could change the name of the game.
I bet.
That's like y'all saying what you see is what you get. He might have an innie, and you want the
Oh,
alley.
wow. Yes.
All I'm saying is you look at the areola, something it might be. You know what? If I looked at the areola and it was like Wu-Tang Clan style, then I'm like freaking out about it a little bit. But I like the Wu-Tang Clan, so I might date her. Yeah, I'm still cool with her.
Okay,
Right,
cool.
right.
I'm like
You said
Wu-Tang
that's
forever.
acceptable.
Yeah, it's
Areola.
cool.
It's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
acceptable.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
Nature
sorry.
does some tricky things.
Nature
now, about
great
having breast
line.
Nature does
augmentation.
some tricky things.
Yes, all right, sorry. All right, go.
Breast
Hashtag.
augmentation.
Yes.
How they do the surgery is usually it's an areolar cut.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what happens is the scarring, women can get breast milk, their breast
Yeah.
milk can come in. However, it cannot go through
Wow.
the nipple openings because
The ducts.
they've blocked the pathway.
And
Okay.
I got my hands raised, ladies. If you want to get breast augmentation surgery, that's great. But try to get it through the arm, but don't cut the nipple off and have them put it back on.
Leave the nipple.
Leave the
shut.
nipple alone, please.
Hey,
So,
can-
yeah.
It looks a mess.
Hey,
all right?
can I
Let's be honest. It looks a mess.
Can I tell you that
Yes.
in my line of work,
Yes.
I have seen a nippleectomy via biting.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And guess what? they reattached it, and I mean, like it was in her shirt. I made sure she was safe. Like I saw the whole thing, right? And then we got her to the hospital, and they reattached it. Now I'm not sure if it worked or not. That's not my business if it worked or not, but I know it got reattached.
Yeah,
I'm sure she got some.
You
know what she need to do? She need to get next to the garage so make sure the headlights are even.
You are silly. And truly, no two breasts are even unless you pay for them.
Okay, all right. So they're not even anyway.
Well,
No,
Okay.
But
they're
I'm
not
saying,
identical.
we all done seen them when they get them done. You're like, oh, it look nice. I mean, it look nice and full, but then the nipple had that little circle. I'm like, nah, man, go through the arm. Now they can go through like the back of the arm. They can go through the belly button.
Pectoral muscle.
Yeah, they
go
do
through
all
the
that.
belly button?
Yeah, they go.
I've never heard that.
They can. They go through the belly
You just
button.
making stuff up.
Hi, welcome.
Seems kind of roundabout.
I'm here
Can you
now.
hear us?
What's up,
Yes,
baby?
I was listening. And you were talking about areolas look like 3 different things, and I was like, I don't know what category my areolas fall into. I don't feel like they look like.
Yeah, look in the mirror.
I don't feel like they look like
might-
fried eggs
They're
or
like
melted
fingerprints.
chocolate.
They're like
But-
fingerprints.
You might have like you might have like nickels, like little nickels.
Or like, hey folks,
Look, if somebody
folks, the
said, "What's
other
wrong with the
female.
nickel?"
I feel like I need
What if
I
they
feel
look
like
like
somebody
someone
needs to
ordered?
tell me. I don't
Hey,
feel like it
folks.
fits any of those categories.
She said somebody needs to tell her.
Yes. I'm not showing you guys my areolas,
It's
but
not-
I don't
it's
know what
not
they
one
look
word
like.
to
Like
say.
you want to? I
Hey
don't feel
folks,
like it
I
fits
think
any
she
of those
wants to.
categories.
Hey, real quick, settle down. Settle down. Hey folks, that female, the other female voice here is the one, the only Run. EMC.
Hi guys, so happy to see you all today.
Hey, so Run,
Ghost,
you know
that's me.
everybody. You know, and that's Lisa.
Hello.
Lisa's
Hi.
joining
Nice
us, man.
to
She's
meet
a great.
you. Run.
But she's a great addition to what we got going here.
I
So,
know, she's full
all
of knowledge too.
So,
I was
and
very
you're-
excited to hear about breastfeeding with breast
titillated?
augmentation because
You-
I really want my
did you-
tits done.
That was
You
amazing.
just got your tits
To
No, I
me.
really want them done.
Why?
Because I've never liked them. They're very small. I have a larger body. They're just not
This show has-
proportional.
What is going
So
on
is
here?
this- is this
We have
vision?
gone. We have gone somewhere.
Wait, be quiet, fellas.
Okay, stand down.
You gotta know when to hold them.
Let's stand down.
That's real life. I've always wanted them.
Do you think that it would be more appealing to men or for you?
No, it's for me. Like, I don't like the way my clothes fit, but I feel like if I was more proportional, then I would. But I've always felt that way.
Yeah.
Like, as long as I can remember.
Just be glad that they work and they're healthy.
Yes, for sure.
Now, the thing about breast augmentation or that if you plan to have children and plan to breastfeed.
I don't want them.
Okay. You don't want one
No.
of those things?
No.
One of those kids
Hard
things?
pass on that. I would
No
happily...
breast augmentation without proper representation.
I would
Or
happily
counseling,
adopt children,
And
but I don't want to birth
fondulization.
them.
Fondulization. Yes. Yeah, we're pigs on this show.
Okay, so
I'm a consultant.
if I get my boots done, the heavy hitters have to go to make sure they're not too big. Is that weird?
They,
Yeah, you can never be
they
too
do
big.
settle after shipping.
Right, because, like, what if they're...
What in the world?
I feel like I don't know if I can be trusted. What if I end up with, like, watermelons?
Then that's what you do. Then
Well,
you got a new
that's not what I
career.
want, but I feel like
You got a new career shaping up.
I'm always that person that's
These
like...
get
Don't they
degrees.
like don't- when
More.
you go in? Don't they like? Isn't there like a? Do they not do like an eye test where it's
Then you say your name.
1 or 2?
All I say is D's get degrees.
D middle C, you gotta say your name because they want to know your voice. all the
D
time.
middle C, but like don't. Isn't there like do you want 1
Man, that seed
or
is
2?
to a tree.
You know, like
So-
put you in a mirror for it.
So my
Hey,
friend
watch out, watch out. Stand up.
my friend just got hers
You
done.
almost made the highlight reel.
I would be the one to do it.
World
My-
star.
I
Almost made.
have 3/4 of an inch. My friend just got hers done, and so
That's a horrible
they
thing.
You got
like
pictures?
no. I mean, not of her without a shirt off. I have touched them and I've seen them. No, I don't have pictures. Anyway, so they like.
we said, no breast augmentation without proper representation.
I just told you
You gotta
I have
represent.
seen them and I have touched them. I don't have pictures of them.
we
All right, so wait, listen, wait. We're
We're
getting so far out of where we started. I can't even remember as the host of the show. All right, so listen, we
gotta practice, man.
I just want to say we enjoy breasts, yeah,
Yes.
and augmentation. I'm not a big fan of augmentation, by the
I
way.
wasn't until I felt the right one. I was
Unless
like, oh,
you like, if you have some sort of if you have built-in sag, then it's cool. But if they're like you know, like
the
balloons,
two tennis balls.
yeah, like I'm not with that.
No, there are some, man, like you put me on Ava Adams. You didn't know that was
Hey
fake.
man, why you saying I'm a
Wow.
Man, we talking about on the show. It was on the show, like in the earlier seasons.
Oh my god.
That's true.
Look funny
That's true.
Yeah, but we don't.
No, they do.
Men's aerial is
We're
connected.
not saying
moved on
anything
here.
about man boobs because that'll shut this whole thing down.
No, it won't. I mean, you know, hey, I tell you what, I'm aficionado, unfortunately, of
Of man boobs?
Yeah, because
I got
girls have breasticles. Yeah, they're gonna be looking. They're gonna be looking at them, and you just pull them out. Hey, folks, Heavy Hits
I
Radio
don't like
Show.
man boobs though.
It's the Heavy Radio Show. Holy cow, we went all the way there like quickly.
Quickly.
You're welcome.
We went there.
You're
Quickly
welcome.
we went there.
But we use
Hey,
the proper term. We said boobs.
You can say with the show.
Go back to where you came from.
Go back to where you came from, man. That's us. And I tell you what, man, we got Big C over here, man.
Big C.
Big C.
Yeah,
man.
GC, how is he your best friend if you don't even know his nickname is?
That's my brother. That's my older
brother.
Whatever. I feel like you should know his nickname.
We made that up tonight. You know how it goes.
Damn,
Yeah, we made
Ron
that
is running late and she's on
I
there.
know.
Yeah,
I am
she's
like
over there.
real on one today.
She on
All right,
WPT
all
time.
right. So check this out.
I'm on
guys.
season time.
Check this out. So Cardi B's concert was tonight, right? That's how this got started. We were talking about.
Yeah,
Cardi B's
her butt
concert.
fell out.
And so, you know, she probably fell apart.
No,
Hey, but
no,
I
not
got,
today.
I got something for you though. So I was talking to one of my buddies, right? And I said, hey man, what are you doing tonight? He called me. He goes, hey, I'm going to the Cardi B concert. And of course, I instantly start clowning him. And you know what he says? He changed. He goes, hold on, I'm going to see Kevin Gates. I'm like, don't try to play it off.
Who's that?
You are not seeing.
Luca
All the
Brasi.
All the women say, who's Kevin
that?
Gates?
Not all the women.
He's got 2 phones.
Kenny
That needs to
G.
go to the point.
He's got it's
One
not
for the
Kenny
plug
G.
We
and one for the
established that
low.
Ron will listen to nothing but like Q100 or whatever it is.
No, that's not true. I like to live in the 90s.
Like Kevin Gates was.
Hey folks, Heavy Hits Radio Show. All right, so guys, there's been lots of things that happen in the news, ladies. There's been lots of things happening in the news. One of the things is your guys' president. Oh my bad. Her president.
Ron's president.
Right, her president. Her president Donald Trump has been saying he's been going off on the 4 ladies. You know, that are in the, I would just say the parliament. I'm tripping, in Congress. And then
You spend too much time overseas.
and then did you see the new Prime Minister of England? He's like a Donald Trump lookalike.
Clone, man. He's a
He's a
doppelganger.
clone and his hair is messed up and he's just a mess. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand what's going on
They
here.
all follow.
Yes, I mean he's right there with him.
They follow. All the countries following our lead, man.
So what do you think about that?
No, it's America sets the tone, man. Everybody's following our lead, man. Good, bad, or indifferent.
We're not leaders.
Yeah, come on, we gotta get closer. We'll get you on there.
Yeah, they're not following. It's not leading. It's not leadership happening. So they're not following anything. They're going down. Shit.
All right, so let me ask you this: pineapples. So who of these new people on the Democratic side?
We already established Trump getting another term.
You think he's getting another one?
Why does everybody concede that already?
The debate is tonight.
Well, I mean,
Who from the Democratic Party moves you?
So
Nobody.
you're operating under the premise that this political system is like fair,
Oh, we're in trouble.
and we're not. So, what I'm not going to do is concede that he's going to win on it.
may I ask a question?
We might as well accept it.
So you're voting. For
I'm not
him.
voting.
You're voting for him.
No, not for him.
You're not voting at all?
Verbalizing it is saying that you believe that
He's
that's
gonna win.
possible.
Well, may I ask a question? My question is,
I called it.
who so far on the Democratic side shines to you?
Nobody.
Who do you think can?
He doesn't shine.
But he has a
Joe Biden.
You
Well,
are.
he's
He's got
I
a hell of
agree.
a fan club.
Joe Biden. We got you know
Joe
what?
Duran,
You know
we
what?
got
I was very excited about Cory Booker, but Cory Booker has shown he's not strong. He doesn't have any nuts. I can't believe I said it on there, but that's what happened. Cory Booker don't have any nuts. Sorry. And then
Mayor Pete,
you
not
got
happening.
you know what?
Williamson.
Pete,
I like
Got
Pete.
some potential.
Pete
I
has
like you
potential,
said.
but you know what?
They're not gonna let him.
The United States is not ready for a homosexual man.
We not doing. That's what I'm
They're
saying.
not-
We gotta be real.
Which
What's
is
his last
unfortunate.
name? What's his last name?
Buttigieg.
I mean, it's too much.
Mayor
He would be
Joe-
President
Mayor
B.
Booty, the jokes right themselves.
Too much stimulus.
Don't call him Mayor Booty.
No, he's gay.
Yeah,
Mayor
gay.
Booty, the jokes right
Gay
themselves.
Don't call him
veteran.
Mayor Booty.
Wait, he's
Mayor-
a gay veteran.
Huh?
And his
Mary.
last name looks
He's
like
married.
To a man.
Booty Jig.
He's
And
from
his
Indiana.
last name is Booty.
Right.
Yeah, man,
Booty
Booty.
Jig.
Yeah.
It's too, I mean, you
It's
couldn't-
too much.
But see, the thing is, I called. We on the show. before in the primaries when Trump ran the first time, I told on the show, I said, he gonna win. And nobody believed me. I said, nah, you just look at the highs all laid out, man, he gonna win.
Here's the thing that, like you said Millseed, you said Moose, you said you want, because I like,
everybody.
I like Joe Biden too, but the Democratic Party doesn't like Joe Biden.
They don't
So-
know who
I mean,
they
but
like
do you
because
like
there's
Joe
20
Biden
candidates.
because of Barack
Also
Obama?
Probably some of them. I tell you what, here's what we're gonna do though.
I said it on the show last week. There's two people that can beat him, and neither one of them are running. Oprah Winfrey and Michelle Obama. Those are the only two that can beat Trump.
Because it's a popularity.
And they ain't running.
Yeah.
I mean, just think. At this point, there are no new election laws to help protect the election. I mean, it's all there for him. If he got help cheating his way into office this last time, it's certainly possible it happens again, man. So I think it's a realistic chance too. Plus, the dude has a fan base. He's more celebrity than anything.
Hey, I got some news somehow from Houston about the Cardi B concert. It says that they announced that Cardi B was getting threats. So
I didn't see that.
That's why they canceled the
From
show.
Indiana?
That's why they canceled it?
The threats?
Look, they were going.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, we got Cardi B.
Mad.
They
Cardi
mad.
B fans are mad.
I understand.
Oh,
What
real,
did she say?
real perspective.
What'd she say?
Oh,
Did you get your money back?
No, it's rescheduled.
Go to
The
the next.
11th, right? September 11th.
And
Hey,
then she
so
picked September 11th. You were that worried? So you picked September.
So you picked 9/11.
I didn't think that.
It was an open date.
Seems odd.
A Wednesday?
Who was threatening her in Indiana?
huh?
Who was threatening her here?
That's what someone said.
All of the people who don't like black people? Which is a
Indiana?
lot.
She's like
She had a concert in Detroit.
That's what I'm saying.
In
Like,
Detroit. In Chicago. In Indianapolis.
and,
she
hold on.
did
But first of all, Chicago should be first. You do a show in Chicago.
this was an easy place to get her.
See, that's what I like.
Hey, so check this out, man. We got
Damn, you came from
we got
Dayton?
mad Cardi
Wait
B
a
fans.
second. So you
we
came from
got
Dayton
some
to-
educated folks up here.
Did you hear that, brother?
We talked about that.
This is the worst. This is what we talked about earlier.
They came
She
from Dayton.
came from Dayton, Ohio.
We talked about that.
Damn.
And tomorrow. I took her
Damn.
Could have been day tomorrow.
Working drunk as shit in Indiana.
Hell yeah!
She was like,
Welcome to
no,
Nap
she's gonna
Time.
grow up and not take her vacation day tomorrow.
Yes,
And go home
Yeah.
tonight. And I was like, fuck it. Like,
that's
Go
right.
out.
Welcome,
That'll wake up.
welcome.
She canceled it 5
What's up
minutes
with you, homie?
You were drunk on the
I was
way.
already half lit. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, don't go downtown. You're gonna hear a bunch of bitches saying "fuck Cardi B" down there. So
Oh man.
Oh,
We
Coach is
are
gonna be
already
lit tonight.
downtown.
Coach is gonna be lit tonight.
I'm kidding.
Man, so,
I'm
hey,
kidding.
so I tell
Everybody
you
check
what,
out
you know,
Take That
maybe we
Tuesday.
should have gone to the show.
Or not.
Man, we mad at Cardi B. I don't
I
know.
saw a lot more than I
Hey, so all right, guys. Check
It's a
this out.
Cardi B concert. You were gonna see a lot more than you
They
wanted to see.
look good. They look good.
What's
They
that?
looked good though. I was like,
And they're gonna be out on the prowl at the bars downtown tonight.
Damn.
That is hilarious.
That's
and
real.
I was like, ooh,
That's why I've been the last hour and a half.
Great scenery.
Man, Cardi B.
I might switch teams tonight.
There it is.
City
Let's.
girls, too.
Would you like to talk about it? Come on
I saw a
in.
girl with this fishnet on, and she was wearing a thong. That's what she had underneath, and I was like,
Circumstances beyond our control.
girl, you.
Dang, Indianapolis, boy.
It says an
She in
unverified
the Cardi B is
unverified threat to the artist.
Because it's Tuesday night.
Is what they're saying.
What's that?
Unverified threat to the artist.
Oh, I
Is what
can't
they're
time
saying
put my
is what
sundress back on.
Hey, so
Get my head.
Did an interview with Bernie Sanders against Trump yesterday, bro. That's what it was. That's real shit.
hey, so check this out, guys. I got some different
I did
news.
see
Yeah,
that.
y'all ready to switch? Y'all ready to do a moose turn?
Let's go.
All right, so Lil Nas X, man, has set a new Billboard record for most weeks at number 1.
Yeah, boy.
I got my horses in the
bag.
bag.
Horse
All right,
khakis attached.
So, what do you guys think about that? I mean, like,
You know what the most surprising thing is for me? The most surprising part is that One Sweet Day held the record. Because I really don't even register that song. Like, it's not a song I think about.
Mariah Carey.
It wasn't booming
Yes.
to me back
was it
when
Mariah
it
Carey or
came
was it
out.
somebody else?
Mariah Carey and
Mariah
Boyz II Men.
Yeah.
Okay, boys and men.
And it's a fucking slow song, Pineapples. You know what I mean? So it just...
Yeah, the R&B was hitting back in the 90s.
It surprised me still. And even R&B struggle with getting mainstream charts. But for even something like One Sweet Day to have held the record prior to Lil Nas X. You know what? I'm glad Lil Nas X broke it. That's what I think.
If you think about it, all the songs that came out between now and 20 years, and none of them lasted that long.
Well, how long how long
amazing.
did One Dance last? Because that one,
I don't even remember the song.
that was really long.
All right, so let me ask you this, guys. So Katy Perry was in the news because that song Dark Horse she had.
Yes, Flame.
From what I understand, she stole that from this dude that was like a Christian rapper.
A hip hop artist. He used to be fairly popular. Flame.
Yeah.
Flame
And
314.
And so, let me see here. The Christian rapper song "Challengers" with the pop superstar. It earned $41 million when she came out. So and then what does it cost? Like, how much does she have to pay for using his?
They were supposed to determine that
and
today.
it's not words, by the way. It's just the melody that she got in trouble with.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people who make those beats, who are like Young Metro, London, all those guys, when they sell people the rights to beats, because recently, talking about Lil Nas X, he came out with a song called Panini, and
Panini.
I love Panini. That same beat is the same exact beat that's in the Juice WRLD song that came out a week afterwards. And so it's very possible that the guy who either made that beat and sold it to the Christian rapper also gave Katy Perry the rights to the melody.
But that didn't happen because the producer was suing with Flame, but also the track was made like back in 2008 or 2010, so it wasn't quite as popular as what you described, Middle Seed, you know what I'm saying, at that particular time. So, this
but don't they got to prove that she actually
in
stole
today's
it?
world, I mean, you can listen to the sound sample.
Oh, so they proved that she stole it?
The court decided there was copyright infringement.
You know what I'm saying?
So today is a big win. If anybody's a big winner,
about $800,000.
Christian hip hop is a winner today.
About $800,000. It looks like or as much as $800,000, as little as $630,000, which looks like the profit because of all the costs and production and all that.
So he'll probably get about $1 million,
maybe.
But then once he pays his lawyer and legal fees, he probably walk away with about $300,000.
I guess.
$300,000 more than he had.
More than he had.
Right.
Ain't mad at that.
Hey, I tell you what. So I did a little bit of news. We was trying to run that news.
Yeah, you did all my Run That News.
Those are the ones you had.
The news has been garbage this
But
week.
you never go to like media takeout.
Do you want to do Run That News?
I mean, it'd be a lot better.
So much contention.
It'd be a lot more urban. For
We
sure.
got some spicy pudding tonight.
It'd be a lot more urban.
I already told you guys I was on one. Look, I'm not grouchy though. I'm just feisty.
Yeah.
2 different types of run. There's feisty run and there's angry run.
We all and then sad
Spicy
run. We saw me and D-Lo saw sad run.
Yes, in my feelings run. That's a thing too.
We call that Drake run.
Drake
That's
run.
fair. That's fair. Yes. You know what? I accept that. Anyhow, A$AP Rocky is back in the news. So his alleged victim has now spoken about this whole incident, and the victim said that they thought they were going to die.
Of course,
because why wouldn't you? I mean, also, like, you're still stuck, sir.
Well, my thing is, why do you need to speak? We saw the video. You continuing to follow them and throwing something at them. Like, we saw the video. That happened.
Yeah, but my feelings were that I thought I was gonna die.
Well, no, don't leave. As a site say, leave black people alone.
I just,
it's a site,
right?
I just feel like if you feel like you're gonna die, you probably would like leave the situation
He's
or
trying to get paid.
do something to change it.
He's trying to get paid. Is what he's trying to do.
For sure. For sure. So the trial has started. So we'll have updates on that in the coming weeks. Today, nothing really happened other than.
The trial started already?
Yes.
Yeah, don't mess around over there. Your ass be sitting
that's
down
because
the
you're
street,
stuck. Right? You can't just sit there. Everybody would just be hanging out. There's no bail, remember?
Yeah, I know.
So, like, they have to move fast. Otherwise, they would have no capacity to hold anybody.
That's true. Good point, Ron. This country should do that.
Well, Also, Kim Kardashian.
Rocky, can I just interject? A$AP Rocky wears ladies' accessories when he's in these fashion houses, and I'm just wondering if he's turning some of his jail linen into some fine women luxury fashion while he's locked up. Maybe he's bored.
It's possible.
And me and D-Lo kind of established A$AP Rocky. So I don't care.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
He can sit in there.
Yeah.
And cry,
I
don't
mean,
care.
because he's up in his fashion houses.
Yeah,
in
you know what I'm
Beverly
saying?
Hills.
You
know what I'm saying? So I'm just wondering
Yeah.
if he made a little scarf or a
He
little.
might have.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A scarf.
Yeah, man.
Or a blouse. He got a blouse or
Blouse.
something.
He got a prison blouse.
He got a prison blouse.
Let him
Gross.
sit over there for a minute.
Let him sit down. We
But
got,
if
any more news?
if he gets in trouble in the United States, don't worry. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West to the rescue.
They'll get him out. Let's get him come back.
Yeah,
If
they're
I get in trouble,
also
can y'all call down for me?
they're also starting a new reality show about prison inmates, and so don't worry, there are selfies to prove it. Because if there's not a selfie,
Yeah.
in 2019 it didn't happen.
Oh my God.
Here's the thing. I appreciate when people can use their fame for good. There's difference in using it to help other people and using it to look like you're helping other people in order to forward yourself.
nothing wrong with
That's all
that.
that is.
I'm just saying. So,
But we talked about
ASAP
that.
Rocky get in trouble in the United States, the Kardashian West crew will come and help
We talked
you.
about that. It's a dog eat dog world.
It is.
And people will use whatever platform they can to get ahead.
That's true.
While we have morality down here,
That's
we'll
true.
never do that. You should. You should
Well,
spices.
whatever.
You should claw, step, and do whatever you got to do to get
Also,
ahead.
speaking of jail, I, like a total piece of garbage, sat all day Saturday and binge watched the entire new season of Orange is the New Black.
Was there nudity?
Yes, there always is.
Huh. So watch the first and last season.
First and last season. I got it.
This one doesn't have as much as the first one, but it's
So watch
more
the
than
first
some other
season.
ones.
The first one I had the first 5 minutes. It was like, whoa.
Yeah, it's
First
like a
one-
whole lot of lesbian sex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a women's
Season
prison.
1, episode 1.
And this is on demand.
Within the first 5 minutes,
It's on
you like,
Netflix.
oh, damn, I have to watch this. And within the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean it
The
gets you
Lady
right from the
Showdown.
start in
Yeah,
season
she
one.
got probably
Yep.
some G's, bro. You like,
Yes. So
They went out for the Cardi B concert, man. You see this?
no, this is crazy.
I would say if you are an Orange is the New Black fan, definitely watch the last season so you can
Somebody
get some
showed up to
So we
closure.
go ahead, so we go ahead and get bruising reviews real quick. So
I sat and watched all 13 episodes. So I sat for 13 hours and watched Orange is the New Black. I'm not super proud of that, but I did it. And
don't feel bad, 'cause I did the same thing.
sometimes I need to do those things. I stayed in my pajamas. It was delightful. I would go with one brew. Here's the thing. It just gives you really good closure on the characters. And this is based on a real story, so that is good too. Yeah, this was last season. Season 7 was the last. So if you want to know what happens to Piper and Alex, you'll get those answers. A lot of the characters that we followed through, Pennsatucky, you'll get some closure with her. Red, Nikki, all of the girls, you will be able to see the end of their story. And so definitely watch it. I'm going to go with one brew, but like if you have 13 spare hours or if you want to ignore all your responsibilities, just sit and watch the whole thing.
All right, well,
Yes, Netflix, I'm still watching.
all right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get in my bruising reviews. I'm gonna go ahead. I've been posting about it, talking about it.
What you got?
The Boys. You ain't watching The Boys on Amazon Prime? Hey, Tyler, have you started watching it yet?
Seen 1.5 episodes.
What's your thoughts on it, Jack?
Don't know.
So, basically, what The Boys is it paints the color of
The Boys in the Hood?
superheroes that are actually brands. So they
Okay.
have publicists, they have people that kind of take care of their needs, and they're regular people. So you ever wonder, like, when the Flash is running around, what would happen if the Flash actually bumped into somebody as he was running full speed?
He kill him.
It happens in, there's a guy, A-Train, who's a Flash, and yes, that happens. He runs into somebody as he's running full speed, and she popped like a as he said, like a mosquito on a windshield. Blew her up, and they show it all. It's graphic.
So his publicist then has to like take care of the fact that he
They
killed
had
this
to,
woman?
they had to figure out, he had to go
Okay.
on TV and talk about, you know, how she was in the street. He blew her up like that. Then you got Homelander, which is like Superman. So basically, it's loosely based off the Justice League. So it's loosely based on all the characters. Like you got Wonder Woman, Aquaman. They all got different names, but Homelander is like the guy. Boy, is he mean and he don't give AF. Like, he's the meanest SOB there is, though. And the thing is, there's nothing you can do because he's the strongest man in the world, and he got laser eyes, and he ain't afraid to use them
I want laser
under any
eyes.
circumstances. And I'm talking about this like your body going to have, dog. Like it It is an amazing.
What's it called? The Boy?
It's called The Boy. It is an amazing show. I mean, I don't want to spoil it. It is so much. It's graphic.
And where is it on? It's on
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
It is graphic. It is graphic. It is graphic.
I got a question for you real quick.
I
got a question for you real quick.
Yeah.
Is it graphic?
It's graphic, man. Tyler, is it graphic?
Graphic in what way? Is it a violent show?
Violent. I'm talking about like.
Nudity shit.
What
They
channel
curse.
come on?
It's on Amazon Prime.
You see when the first episode when they just come down the pole and she do up on the pole. Yeah, go back and watch it. It's a stripping pole. And the dude is like on his back and go down and shit down. It's wild, bro.
I'm gonna go back and watch it again. Like there is not a wasted episode because, like I said, the first episode.
How many episodes?
Is 8.
Oh, you can easily binge watch
Yeah,
that.
so I said the first
Are they
episode,
hour
he
episodes?
holding his girlfriend's hands. They about to kiss, and then all of a sudden you see in slow motion blood shoots on his face. And he like, and on the ground, his girl is like just exploding. They show in slow motion, her back, her spinal head, everything explodes. And then A-Train like, I can't stop. He just keeps running. And he's standing there holding his girlfriend's arms.
He like blows her up. He blows her up.
A-Train runs through her. By accident.
Another dude's girlfriend?
Yeah, while he finna kiss her, he just like
How long
mauled
are the
her.
episodes?
I mean, I'm talking about like blue, and you like blood shooting his face, and do A-Train.
I'm sorry. We need a translation for
blue. She got blowed up.
All right,
Like she got blowed up. See, it's zero bruise. Like no. I mean, you can watch 8 shows and you'll stay up the whole time.
Stay awake?
You'll stay awake.
There you go.
For sure.
I have a question for the group. If you had any superpower, what would you want?
I want laser eyes, man.
That's the worst power. Cyclops, literally, like that's the worst power.
Dude, when you see
What's
the
your
boys,
answer?
see Cyclops, see how he use it. Like, you understand? Until you see how Homelander uses his. I'm talking about like, and like your body, like like, dude, it's the most graphic thing you ever see in your life, man. He look in your eyes, and your shit is like the back of your skull, bro. When you see it.
The middle
No,
seat,
I mean, I
what's your
want to.
answer?
Middle seat, my answer is super strength, and here's why. It sounds basic, but when you
I knew
think
you'd have a
about
good
it,
answer for this one.
but when you think about it, super strength, you can do a lot more. Like that's why Superman's so fast. Is you with your strength, you can run fast, you can jump over places, and I mean,
Just what you watch. They explain all of that.
Hey, man,
there's an airplane scene.
I tell you what.
No, Superman hold the plane up.
Real quick, Big Gates said teleportation.
That's what I want.
also nice.
Teleportation would be cool.
That's for sure what I want.
I have a question.
late
I have
all
a
the
question
time.
though.
I'd rather be the Flash.
Is it
wanna,
teleportation like anywhere you've been or seen, or is it like you have to be seeing it? Like it has to be in your
No, it's not Big Gates.
No. I just need to be able to get to work on time. Like I want to bewitch my nose and just appear.
The teleportation, like the one from X-Men, he has to see.
Yeah, Nightcrawler.
So he can go
He's
there.
gotta see
Now
it.
he probably has to see where he's going. He'll get stuck.
No, I just want to think.
So he can't like go from here to
Show
Chicago. He gotta like see. He go rid of that truck. Like I can see in that truck. I can go to that truck.
And I
That's
know,
not helpful.
like,
That's not helpful.
I totally understand that Bishop at one point died, but but I wouldn't mind having Bishop's powers where he can just go future. He was an X-Man. He can go forward, back in the time.
As a black man, I don't want to go backwards.
He was a black man. He can live.
Elo, what do you
But
want?
that's so like
Black people never want to go backwards.
That's fair.
We're here for it, dog.
That's fair.
you can go back like 20 years. It's about
That's maybe about 20.
You can go to 1993.
That's it. Everything
Period.
else is forward, dog.
pass this.
All right,
pass
D-Lo, what would be your
Hey,
superpower?
man, I tell you what,
Invisible?
Big C said he wanted to be invisible. That'd be a good one too.
That'd be good.
To be able to change back and forth, like you don't stay invisible.
To be able to be invisible to see the truth.
Yeah. But if you're the Flash, I mean, the Flash is kind of dope. I'm not gonna drink everybody's drinking and be sitting right here and y'all won't even know it. I'm so fast. I could be in multiple places at one time. I'm the Flash.
Can you imagine going into a room that you're not supposed to be in?
You the Flash.
That's going in? No.
As invisible.
If you're the Flash, you can do
You're
that.
just sitting in the chair, just kind of
Sit
watching.
there and listen. Then you can learn so much about so many different people.
It just makes me think.
Yeah,
of
but you have to
Ghost.
get there.
And they got a guy. They got a guy.
Yeah,
This
but you
for the
still
boys.
can't go through walls. Like
He's
you have to
invisible.
open the door.
He been in the women's bathroom
True.
all the time.
That's true.
He hangs out in the women's
You know,
restroom.
you know, it's a power that I think is overlooked: density shifting.
I don't know what that means.
It means you could either like make yourself harder or make yourself like so that you can like Kitty from the X-Men. You can like go through walls and stuff.
Something like
No, I'm looking for sausages. Thank you so much.
A Plastic Man from Fantastic Four.
No, that's like just that's elasticity.
Oh, you talking about just change your form.
No, like you can like I can either be so hard that I could take a truck coming at me, or I could like phase through it.
He can be so light that the wind carries you away.
But how can you win a fight? I mean,
I don't
you can't have a cool superpower, right?
Are you kidding me? You could just walk in, people shooting you, and you just walking through it all. You go in, you grab the boss, you drag them out. They trying to light you up, nothing working.
Yeah, but I want to be like.
I want to.
Hey, Mr. Heavy's radio
I need to
show.
be
We
used-
love
I don't know.
superheroes.
Teleportation.
So I got. All right, so check this out, guys. So like we know that we talked about Donald Trump being in the news.
I don't get to talk about my superpower?
Yeah, Dila didn't get to answer yet.
Remember, were you going to? You sitting there
He
quiet?
definitely want to fly high.
What's the superpower?
You know what, man? I'm going to do that anyway.
hilarious.
You know, I don't think the superpower that I would covet necessarily has a name, but I want the ability to be able to open a book, read it in milliseconds, and process the
The
information.
Flash.
That's
Flash
a really
can do
good
that.
answer.
Can he do that?
Yeah,
Good answer. It's like
Flash
Family
could
Feud.
read
Good
a whole
answer.
library in
The Flash
in like
the
10
whole
seconds,
library, so famous.
and
Oh, yeah.
you can retain it.
And
Well, that's what it
understand
is.
all that. Look at Flash.
All right.
There you go.
That.
He was gonna be the Flash.
Question answered.
So he won't get it that time.
But he's reading the book at normal paces. Though.
That's all right. Hey, Heavy's radio show, man. We're here at Stadium Tavern. I tell you what, man. We got the owner. We got the owner of Stadium Tavern up here.
Yeah.
You want to come here and give us a shout out, man?
I do behind the scenes.
Well, you know,
Chazelle talk for me.
yeah, for sure, man. Come on up.
What's up, man?
Come on
Yeah,
up,
just
man.
come in right there.
Come on up and tell us about what you got going on at Stadium Tavern. Say, you know, like the nightly specials and stuff
So
like that. Say your
like
name.
Tuesday night we do the 50-cent beef tacos, $1 chicken, $2 pork or shrimp, $3 Mexican imports, margaritas. Every Wednesday is 40-cent peel and eat shrimp, $4 pint night. And Thursdays is 45-cent wings and $11 domestic buckets. The wings are top 20 in the city by the Indy Star.
Jeezy really likes the wings.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wings
they're
are
real
real
good. Yeah, wings are real good.
And on the weekends,
And we
like,
appreciate-
your hours
Weekends
are
I try
what?
making money.
Yeah.
Right.
There it
I'll
is.
give it
supposed
to you.
to be.
I'll give it to you Tuesday through Thursday. Friday and Saturday I try making money.
There
What
it
are
is.
your hours, man? What are your
Uh,
hours?
Right now we're 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. Tuesday through Saturday, but starting next week we're gonna be opening for lunch, so we'll be open at 11 a.m. to 2 a.m.
Okay.
Sweet.
Hey, man, Stadium Tavern, man. Stadium Tavern.
Right behind Lucas Oil.
Yes, right behind Lucas Oil 7. Lisa. Come here.
And but where's Coach Jam?
They stayed at the crib. At the crib.
All right, so earlier we were talking about breast augmentation, and we were talking about nipple placement and all that. So we're not getting into that right now. But we did have a question for the ladies. You know, we need kind of a dual. Correct. A consensus.
So as you can see, we're very testosterone heavy.
Oh, man,
Yes.
really.
It's all right. It looks good. I like
And-
to
and
see
we're not-
Free, liberated black man.
Yeah.
I think
And
it's
we're not-
great.
And we're not
All
misogynists. We're not
Who
misogynists
not?
either.
Ah,
Yes, we
Jeezy
are.
is.
Except for him.
Look, man, I am not
Except for him.
misogynist.
He's
I am,
misogynist.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
You
All right,
are.
I just believe that a man has a certain role.
He's just had. He
We
just
love
has.
you, but you are. It's just part of your personality. It's
Own it.
okay.
A man,
He has
a man to be a
old-fashioned
man.
value.
That's all I'll say.
I think there are gender
All right, so
specific
ladies,
roles.
Yes.
ladies, I got a
See?
question for you.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Moose is asking a question.
Say that one more time.
I said I do
Gender
believe that
specific
there are
roles.
gender specific
I
roles.
tell you what, ladies.
But listen,
wait.
it
Ladies,
doesn't
outline. Can you outline that, Lisa? Outline a male gender specific role. And you need to quit celebrating so much.
I get so much hate because I'm honest.
All right. So Lisa.
They hated him because he told the truth.
Lisa. Outline the male gender specific role in a relationship.
So I think that physically there are things that men are capable of doing that women shouldn't have to.
Okay.
Repeat that one more time, please.
You're making him so happy.
For the people in
So
the back.
happy. So
I just
happy.
think
You said
physically
yeah,
there are
physically,
differences.
got it.
We're apples and oranges.
Okay, go.
Wow.
Just relax, man. Will you relax for a
Whoa.
second?
No, I get so much shit on the show.
Pineapples.
Hey, go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue. This is
Why are you
like
doing me?
Apples
I'm
and
right.
oranges. I'm not
No,
going to
so-
be
oh,
like.
guess what, ladies? Pineapples are a safe word.
Okay.
You know, just in case it gets too.
I got
It's
it.
our safe word. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Because we do have sometimes we have children.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right.
Being up physically, continue.
No, I think physically there are things that men should do.
Check out the trash.
I'm not saying that if it's heavy
Okay.
and you're around, certainly.
Okay.
But if the trash is kicking and I'm there,
Yeah.
I'm going to take it out
You
because
take it.
I won't wait on you to do it, and that's not an ego thing. That is like a sanitation issue
Gotcha.
more than a battle of the wills
Gotcha.
between people.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. What else? Like, what are some other things? So
I think
we're talking
provision
about-
is key. We've gotten away from that. I mean, it's part of a man's
You don't say.
ego and edification to be able to provide.
Wait, do you guys know what edification means? Just I'll ask. Everybody's got that. All right, go.
To strengthen, gird up, uplift, provide shelter, wings of the
I like the
Almighty.
energy, man. There's energy here.
Man, that sounds a lot like Jesus. But go ahead, continue.
And
Yeah,
it was a
you two
black
are one and
man.
the same,
All right,
for
love.
sure.
I'm
Let me
loving
ask you this. All right, so what about women then?
What about women?
So-
Okay, this is a pineapple moment. We bleed, we carry babies, we do a lot of different things.
Damn, that sound like Jeezy.
So
Anyway, just
there's
relax,
just
man.
there's just stuff that you can't do.
All right.
So this isn't like something that we can argue about. This is what I can do.
Right.
This is what you can do.
All right.
And there's no debate. It's a moot point.
So-
Moot argument.
All right, so here's what we got.
No, but I
Yeah,
think
okay.
ladies, just like
Yeah.
men should provide, I think women can, we can complement, not
Absolutely.
supplement. We can
That's
complement because we're whole people.
That's perfect.
We're whole people.
Hey,
And
that's
so-
a
You've never said something to that effect, Mr. Jeezy, sir.
You mean, no, well,
That women compliment men and that women are their whole people by themselves. You have never, ever
I
said
haven't.
anything like that.
I never said. I tell you what I didn't say. I didn't say that women bleed and women have babies because I would get torn to shreds.
Yeah,
I'm
it'd be all over.
Even though I
That's
believe
true.
it, I've
That's
never
true.
said that.
It's the
You know,
truth.
'cause People,
Yeah,
people
but you
hate
know
when
what,
I give the truth.
People listen to the show and they're tearing.
They'll
up.
tell me, he's big. I'm like, but no, is that true? Like, we got in trouble for saying female. Remember that episode?
Yeah.
Somebody got mad and we preferred.
Yes, I remember
You know,
that.
like,
We
what?
said females, and a lot of
Females got mad.
females, women were mad at us when we him. Not
Maybe.
him, everybody.
And I was like, well, we're
Make America
male.
great again.
Oh,
Oh, we're in trouble.
see, this is
All
what
right.
sends me away
All
from
right,
Here
so
we
wait,
are.
wait.
Welcome.
I'm done.
All right, so
I'm
we're
done.
not talking about that.
I'm done.
All right, so run.
done.
Yes.
All right, so
Done.
let's stay here. All right, so run. All right,
Yeah.
so what are your thoughts on what we just talked about? I mean, you know, we talked about. Here's the thing: you got to keep your you can't have emotion in it.
No, you can't say that.
gotta
Yeah,
roll
no,
with
I'm
it.
not emotional today. Here's the thing.
But you agree with emotion.
Because
Yeah.
that's one of the things that women get to choose, when to be emotional and whatnot.
I think that I can. So maybe it's just because I've always lived alone, and so I just like had to figure out life. I can do anything that I have to do.
But do you want companionship?
Would I like someone to share my life with? Yes. Am I okay without it? Yes.
Okay.
Like Chris Rock said, you can drive a car with your feet. Don't mean it's the right thing to do.
What I'm saying is I can take care of all the things that I need to take care of in my life, at my house, without anybody else.
But are you?
Right, and that's what a person is supposed
That's
to
not
be
the
able to do.
question.
You're not waiting on some
that
guy.
is a
Right,
question.
you're not waiting
So
on
you,
some guy to do
yeah,
it.
you have to know what you like,
Yeah.
and provide it for yourself until someone comes
Yes.
along and you guys can help each
But I
other
do
have
think-
what you
That's
like.
right.
I do think as society, we put on women that women are supposed to get married and have babies. And there are a lot of women that don't want to do that. And I don't think society should dictate that.
That's an antiquated.
I, as a
Analogy.
woman,
Yeah.
should be totally free.
It's a conversation.
Yes, I, as a woman, should be totally free to make the decision if I would like to be single or if I want to adopt children and not birth them or if I want to never have children. Nothing should be wrong with that. But as a society, we put a stigma to those things. And so it's viewed negatively if you're a woman that doesn't get married or doesn't have a companion or doesn't have children.
Can
They
I
just
ask
think
you something?
something's the matter with you.
Yes.
It's a
Can I
stigma, not
ask you a
forbidden.
question?
One time.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Now, in the pilgrim community, is it worse to be unmarried and without children,
Yes.
or is it worse to just be a baby mama?
It's worse to be unmarried without children.
But
This
see,
could be a baby mama.
I would
Yes,
think
That's that spinster model.
what I would think is,
Do you know what a spinster
is
is?
You know the spinster
the role
model
that you
is?
said about
Jeezy.
what?
Jeez, are you listening to everybody?
Wait,
He only has one
No.
ear.
Middle seed. I have a question. What's a spinster? Yeah.
model? This is something we haven't turned on the show.
What's a spinster model?
Spinster model.
Spinster model goes along with the antiquated, the old idea of gender roles, like women having to like stay home cook when you have babies, you know, that kind of thing. But a spinster is a woman who has never been married, never had kids. It's like your life is like trash, basically, because you haven't been validated by a career or a man or your role as a
But that's
mother.
much more a European standard.
Well, the question I was
Then I
having
think,
is
general
that
standard.
as a man, I don't think I look at a woman any different whether she's married or never been married or not. Is that something that's held up from other women to women? More so.
I think it's an inside job, like happiness. People decide based on their history, their approach on marriage, on relationships, on independence. It's shaped by their upbringing and their reaction to that. And also, relationship trauma can shape, your desire to be independent or to be alone or what have you. I mean, if you feel like nobody wants you or that it's never worked out, then you're going to be like, I'm fine by myself, and that's great, just as long as you're not bitter. But I'm just saying, so the spinster model is like there's some regret to not having lived out these particular
done all the
pathways
other
in life.
stuff.
Yeah, what people think means that you're
supposed
living.
to do. Okay.
Yeah.
And maybe part of it, I don't know, maybe part of it is race. Like, as I think back, so I'm 30 and don't have children, never been married, don't really have a desire to do those things, but it's only my white friends that say, oh, well, when are you going to get married? When are you going to have kids? And when I say I don't want kids, they, look at me funny. Like, it's just expected that every woman should have children. I don't want that.
Especially in a community where they value children. Like for black women, this is going to go back to that.
Yeah.
This cellular, and you might not even receive it or have considered it.
Right.
So I'm just sharing this with you. It's a blessing. So at any rate, the black women, the black women historically have a cellular trauma, which means like in there, just like we're brown, we're black. It's a situation that happened to us, like with breastfeeding. I'm going to circle back to that point.
I love
now.
We like breastfeeding.
So the issue is
I'm a big fan of breastfeeding.
good for children. Infants.
I mean, colostrum tastes okay.
Colostrum is mommy. It's cool.
That's what I'm saying.
But my point is,
Yeah, my bad, I'm sorry.
so black women have a different reaction to single motherhood, to child rearing, because on a cellular level we had to wet nurse or nurse white people's babies.
Right.
I mean, the perpetual, continuous lactation, not for our own children, builds in a deep resentment.
Yeah.
The other piece to it is that we wean our children, historically we did, slavery time, earlier, and fed other children of a different race, and they hated us.
Right.
So we incorporated that negativity and that narrative that we can't hold our children close because we know we're going to either lose them, have them sold off, or they're going to die because we haven't given them, nature's elixir, which is breast milk.
Right.
Nature's elixir.
Yeah. So going from mammy to mommy has been a difficult transition. So
That makes sense.
The option of having children or not, like we're going to have a nursery and we're going to do.
That's not happening. That's not happening, right?
Oh my God! Should we have Graylin's room down the hall?
You say Grayling?
Boom.
I love it. Hey, I just want to say one thing. It's Moose, and the next book I write is going to be Continuous Lactation.
Continuous lactation.
That's going to be the name of my book, but I'm going to talk about how life just keeps feeding you and feeding you and feeding you. You feel me? You feel me? All right. So,
I'll buy the first copy.
Hey, Lisa, holy cow. Like you put it right there, man. To us, like we totally appreciate that. Matter of fact, we're gonna get back into it. All right,
Did you guys watch Handmaid's Tale?
all right, so here's the thing, Run.
Yes.
It was very good meeting you.
As we talk about this kind of relational, ideology. What's that?
Do you watch Handmaid's Tale though?
Yo, yeah, for sure.
It's like Play-Doh.
Yeah.
You watch Handmaid's Tale though?
Huh?
Have you watched
That's hilarious.
Handmaid's Tale?
All right, so
That
you
show-
talk about relational.
I read the book too,
situations, that kind of thing.
and I'm
All right,
also watching the movie.
So
the show.
what is the best place?
It is
What do you ladies
very
think
realistic.
the best place for women should
And
be?
where we could be.
The best
What do you
place
mean?
for women
Yeah,
to be.
the best place. So I mean, like,
I disagree.
the best. Okay, here's my question: Is it married? Is it not married? Is it where you want to be? Is it with church? Is it without church? I mean, where is the ideal place?
I think it's wherever you want to be.
Below it to where
Wherever the
It's
woman wants to be.
situational. It's not a puzzle that you
think
can
about the
just
abortion laws.
have laid out and expect a person to come in with their own particular puzzle
With
to fit
Braylon,
in.
with Braylon in there.
That's
Braylon.
religious and moral.
Yeah, but see, we think about you leaving.
religion and faith.
Good to meet you. So, the other issue is like the idea behind marriage and that white picket fence mentality is that other races marry to promote their family, to grow their family, to increase their legacy. Love is like secondary. Like we've been, people of color, black people have been separated systematically, so that marriage looks like a trap.
I think
We weren't in that same era where we weren't able to feed our baby. They weren't able to acknowledge true marriage. So to actually do that and claim someone is like an entirely different scenario for us. So if we get married, it's like you get caught.
and in that case,
You know, like, and not even like you're a prize. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we get caught. You're doing it for a reason, as opposed, and we do it for love first, or feelings, or babies here, that kind of thing.
All right, hold on 1 second, Lisa. I got a question for you guys. So, like, when was slavery over with? We talking 200?
What day is it?
300?
Last week.
So I got a question. So, and that's bringing it up because I hear that a lot, guys and ladies.
Most women don't know they're pregnant.
A lot of folks say that we are still kind of living that mentality. Is it ever going to get out of our DNA, or is it stay in our DNA forever?
well, I would like to come
What's your name?
middle C, and so just restate it again for me. I'm sorry, I was having a small conversation to the side.
We heard.
Yeah, we heard that. Yeah, be quiet.
Sorry.
All right, so listen, and I'll say it one more time.
interjected myself, too.
You okay? All right, so here's what I'm saying. So as Lisa was talking about, part of the way that we respond and we react to situations, whether we are black, white, or other, right, is because of what we've gone through in our past. That's what we've said. That's what
Inescapable.
and people keep saying that, and it becomes part of our Dana. Right? It becomes part of our
Or
Dana.
Henrietta Lacks.
Right, that's right. If you don't understand, that's DNA. All right, so is that ever going to change? Or we just stuck and we stuck like
middle. This is the middle seed, and my thing is, and I was actually talking to my aunt about this the other day. We were having a conversation, and I feel like, and just in my observation and what's going on, is it's a from generation to generation. Like, you guys are older than I am, so that stigma that y'all's experiences are leagues and bounds different than what my experiences are and what's going on in my culture, like in my time, in my generation. So, like, while yes, I still have to deal with those same things that you guys have had to, I may deal with it either less or see it far and few in between. And so I think that as generations and as generations come to pass and it goes, that kind of hate, that kind of stigma, that kind of stuff will eventually maybe not fade out in its entirety, but we are going to more and more closely get more and more close to 1 or 0 even.
Okay. I have a comment right here, and then I'm going to go and sit down because. So I understand what you're saying. Like, there's a different there's an acceptability and the belief that we're all equal and everything, and you're cognizant of what's happening in the world, right?
Of course, yes.
I mean, they're still screaming down white Beckys, are still calling on people for doing normal stuff. Okay, but so this is the thing where that statement goes in terms of relationships. To me, for young black men, it says this: it's okay to date white women.
Yeah.
Okay, and what that says to me from the generation before is like it slaps your mama in the face. That's my take on it. That's like that's how it's trickled down to generation. But it doesn't make us equal.
But that's the
it phases us out. It phases us out, and we were like the anchor. Still are the anchor.
I don't think it should be. It's about phasing. It's about phasing us out. What it is it becomes more the option. Whereas bringing like say go put it on the side of.
One second. Let's let this conversation. Let's hear this conversation.
No, I'm just asking because I'm curious.
Yeah, sure.
I'm a political science major. I just listen and I absorb. That's
Hey, folks, this is what we got. You know what we got? We got a Cardi B fan, man, from the outskirts. From the outskirts from Ohio. From Ohio here in Naptown, man, chilling with the heavy hitters, man.
And
on independent radio.
I was also raised in a very, very, very white community.
I think
a very white community.
What Kanan is saying, what he's trying to say is that his
I love
generation.
to hear things. All my friends call me a snowflake because I'm just like, whatever. If everyone loves each other, we're okay.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, that works.
But
when,
but it doesn't.
when we don't acknowledge.
But
the history.
being a political science major opened my eyes to a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
It opened my eyes to a lot of, like, I don't know, not so much, like, race so much as, like, even religion, things like that go across boundaries.
That's an entitlement thing.
Yes,
But
that's an entitlement.
I will say
right?
to
I'm
the middle
Catholic.
seed, if you live long enough, your perspective will probably change because, like, how you feel now. I remember feeling this way in the early 90s, mid 90s, late 90s, but now in 2019, if you have enough experiences, you know, I
I
think
grew up in an
things
all-white
become more
community,
clear.
right?
Well,
I had one Asian and he was adopted in my graduating class. I went to Ohio State. My world was just
The Ohio State University.
the Ohio State University, right?
Go
I played
Blue.
volleyball.
I went to an historic
My entire
HBCU.
life
Central
was
State in the
just turned
house.
upside down, and I got
Howard
to
University,
experience
CAU,
all kinds of
American
things,
China.
like and I didn't know any different. I was a stupid white girl, right, going to Columbus, and it opened my eyes to so many things. But I could have been such a hateful person. I could have thought all these negative things. I could have whatever, but you know what? I didn't. You just have to be open, and like that's what
One time for openness.
But I think
I don't care. Like I came over and walked right up to you guys in
Oh,
a
yeah, we
conversation
say.
about race,
And that's privilege.
and I
Yeah,
didn't
we
care.
say.
And that's
Yeah.
privilege. It's privilege. I'm gonna say that every single time.
We say.
Because there's no getting over it.
but
It is.
but
I
No,
felt
there's a-
like
there's
I
a
could
huge chasm.
inject myself in
But
this
there
conversation.
is.
I know
Well,
because you felt like you could.
But
All right, so let me ask you this. So let me ask you
And you're
this.
fearful of a group of black guys like this probably in another scenario. You wouldn't
You-
walk
wait,
up.
Hold on, well, Lisa,
You're
Lisa,
privileged.
do you think that happens every time? Especially us. You
What
look at
happens
us,
every time?
we're some handsome and
Yeah,
we're
you guys are
splattered
handsome as
we're
fuck.
splattered
Thank you.
older
Yes,
and younger.
handsome as fuck.
You know, as a matter of fact,
Alive and black and free
if you
and
look at it,
vibrant,
check this out. If you look at it, it goes from super gray on down to no gray. I don't know, but so it's one of those things where I think that here's what I think. I think that somewhere, Lisa, in the middle, if we are ever going to make a change as a leader, I feel like I'm a leader in society, right? And I feel like these guys are leaders in society. He's working on it. He's working on it, and so I think that at some point we have to be relevant. Here's why I say that. I had mentors that were African American men or black men. I don't like to say I was a black man, and I had two mentors that are pilgrims. Pilgrims for us is a white person. We
I
just say
get it.
pilgrims.
Light green, dark
And so
green. I get
so
it.
right. So I had two pilgrims that are my mentors, and they my one mentor has been telling me that I can't wait to hear what you have to say about this, and y'all too. He's telling me don't worry about my skin or anything like that. Going there like I'm the business owner, not anything else. Because I made a point to him one time, and I said, man, I was going to like a country part of Indiana, And I was like, they may not listen to me because of this, that, and the other. He's like, you know what? And this matter of fact, he's from the middle of Ohio. He's like Fairborn, Ohio somewhere. And he said, and he's a Trump supporter, and he loves Zero State, which is, I don't even know how we're business partners, but guess what he said? He said, don't worry about your skin. Worry about what you know and how you represent your brand, and don't worry about the rest of it. And I thought it was eye-opening to me, and I'm a man of a certain age.
This is a pilgrim?
Yes. I'm a man of a certain age, and he told me that.
He gave you the allowance.
He's 20 years older than me.
If you were a white man and you were an old white man, and you're an old white man, and I would be more apprehensive to come into this conversation than I would otherwise, because you want to know why? Old white men are set in their ways, and there's no talking, there's no conversation. I love Trump 2020, like all this bullshit, and there's no changing. I'm not.
So what is your opinion? And Ron, I want to give your opinion too. What is it? So I'll tell you what, Ron, you go first.
Okay. I've been quiet. So let me say, I'm about to be 50.
I'm 52, BT Dubs.
I'm about to be 50. This is Big C.
BT Dubs, by the way.
And as far as what he told you,
that's Big Chris, Big C.
I believe what he told you is absolutely correct as an almost 50-year-old black man.
Okay.
Because if you go in with a certain mentality, we already know that our skin tone makes a difference. If you go in with that mentality, you've lost. You have to go in projecting yourself as you're the best in there. Period.
Yeah, I'm the professional.
Period.
I'm the businessman.
It's a mindset. Yes, you already know what you are.
Sure.
But if you come in there with that fear already, you've already lost. You've already taken some away from yourself as to talking to somebody else. So it doesn't matter what color the room is. If you know what you know, you got your education, you got everything that you're supposed to have. You're just as good as anybody else, if not better. And you are better because you had to do that much more to get there.
Right.
I mean,
all right,
so you have to push that. I'm in a car club, and I'm the chapter rep of all of Indiana. And it was a big deal for me because I had to deal with people from Martinsville. If you're from Indiana, you know Martinsville. I deal with people from everywhere. I got black guys, there's working men, parents, and they got cornrows and everything else, and they get prejudged just off of how they look. But when I find that out, I bring them right with me, and I'm like, get to know them for who they are. There's so much prejudging and so much everything just because of how somebody looks. You don't know me. You don't know me.
There's a fine line between being confident and then also knowing what caused some people to go in with fear in a situation, even if they're prepared, because we know ultimately
it's a mindset. I'm sorry.
I'm often the only one in my job. I went to a private school.
So when you come in there,
like in high school,
come in there.
Yeah, all my life.
When you come in the building, you already built up that I'm the best in the room, regardless of anything else. And that's all I'm saying.
All right,
you know
Big
your
C.
shortcomings.
Big C, I got this to add to you. So the reason the conversation even came up is because I was writing something to say to this group, and it was fancy. Like I am a wordsmith, and it was coming out fancy. And he said, everybody's not going to know what you're talking about. You're a smart guy. You need to talk more plain to them. And my response was, I can't talk plain to them because then they're going to look down on me. And he said, no, they're not, because you're the professional. You are the businessman, not the hustler. That was his message to me. And so, all right, so Ron, you're shaking your head. What's your thoughts about this?
It makes me so sad. Okay, so here's the thing. Yes, you are a professional. You are the best in the room, and you know what you're talking about, right? Like, that is why people contact businesses, because they need an expert. But here's the thing. As a black man, it still affects how you are perceived. And so if you are going to walk into a room full of Pilgrim country folk, because I know where you were going, your skin color is going to potentially be a shock to them if they've never seen you. They're definitely going to take notice, and they're going to think something, right? Like those are those implicit biases that we talk about all the time. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's a disadvantage for you to be black. I'm saying that you have to be aware of how other people are going to perceive you, so that you are ready.
My thing is this.
I'm like this. White people have to be aware of how you perceive us.
Correct. However, white people are privileged, even though GZ wants to think that they're not. And so with that privilege, white people take into account that we get to judge everybody, especially those that look different than us and who
Here's my question. Here's my question. Everything. If you walk in there, did you get the check or not? If you got the check, none of that shit matters in the first place.
It does matter.
No, it don't. I got the check.
Yes, it does.
I got the check. So obviously, you need what I got. You need my services, so you had to. So whether you
there
like
are
me,
white people that do his services
but whether
too.
you not like me, but then it don't. Then you know what? There are certain clubs here that don't like black people. Guess what? I don't go there. So if I got something you need, you buy it from me. If not, go somewhere else. I don't care. I'm not gonna lose sleep. But guess what? If I'm the best, and you have to write the check to me. So I don't care how you look at me, how you care about me. I don't care about
like
that.
you said, he got the check, and that's the thing is even when you go into things, like I go into job interviews, and I've been, growing up as a black man, I've been told, cops are gonna look at you different. Cops look at us different. You go in an interview, if me and John Smith walk into an interview,
John Smith can be your brother. You got to put him with something else.
My bad. So. I don't know,
Bradley.
Jimmy Johnson, like Bradley.
Still brother, yeah, Bradley man.
Bradley's white. So if me and Bradley walk into an interview, if me and Graylin walk into an interview, they may think something based off of what is his name spelled and Graylin. But when I go in there, it's about proving them wrong. It's about going into the interview and proving them wrong. It's about when you walk onto stage and they're like, he's black, big, But when you start talking and get on your grind and you're saying, look, these are the facts, these are what's wrong, and I start fixing your stuff, all of that stuff flies out the window.
No.
Here's the thing. It's now about his professionalism.
How can you say it don't? When we walk this stuff, people have perception.
I have to work with the people who are on the other side of that perception.
But as long as you write me the check, I don't give a damn how you feel about me. I don't care.
Oh man, really?
I don't care. You write me the check.
Hey, real quick, check this out, guys. Hey, check this out. Hey, hold on, Dayton. Hey, Dayton, check this out. This is Heavy Hitters Radio Show, man. Y'all listening? And holy cow, the name of the show, Jeezy,
Go back to where you came from.
Go back to where you came from, and man, we got into it. Hey, Lisa. All the way from Houston, Texas, we got somebody commenting. This says, just because you date a white woman doesn't have anything to do with slapping your mama in the face. What if your mama wasn't?
Oh, she is coming over here with some purpose.
Listen. What if your mama wasn't sugar honey iced tea?
Where's your daddy?
He didn't say.
We need to know where his daddy was.
Big Gates, we're talking about you.
That's a direct reflection on how mother's mother.
Okay.
Yeah. How mother's mother is considered.
The father is a direct reflection on how mother's mother. Is that what you're saying?
The relationship for a son.
Okay.
Is like that's the role model.
Okay.
Yes. And so.
Is this Cardi B?
Yes.
Why are we doing that to ourselves? Anyway, go ahead.
So if dad didn't respect the mom and she was hard on him, he might look like his dad. There's layers to this.
But why is that the son's fault? It shouldn't be.
It's not his fault. Everybody is on their one go round.
Even if a black
he doesn't get to blame her because she took care of unless she was a crackhead. We don't know the whole backstory.
Yeah, but even if a father's not involved in the house and that's all systematic and that's part of our culture. And
he still holds weight as a ghost. I'm gonna leave that there.
Yeah, but in not having a father around that does implement and it impacts the son in their development.
Yes.
But that then comes back to the father. Then if the father should be around, and even if the father's not around, there are other people that can step in and be a role model, and it should be the mother's job. It should definitely be the father's job to instill some form of male figure on their son. I was blessed with several male figures. And my dad being one of them, I really don't think there's not one like life lesson nugget that he said. He probably thinks I don't remember any of them that haven't like kind of stuck with me in some way, shape, or form that have shaped me into the man I've become. But it's not just my father. I've also had coaches, uncles, grandparents, like all these people that have come in and should be a part. And can be a part. It takes a village. And part of it is even if the father's not involved, the mother should still actively seek. And even if there is that hate, a mother should be able to get over it. And that maybe not should. Might not be the right word, but should strive to get over it.
Strive to get over it?
Strive
and he has
for the
no
betterment
accountability to fix it, too.
No, he should.
Okay, so look, this is the thing.
I went in there
This is
beer
like-
cooler and I was like,
Black women have had to suck it
I
up.
went in there, it's like Gatorade and pop.
I do not,
What the fuck?
as a single mother raising 3 boys, I was also a victim of domestic violence, one incident. In front of
Where is
my,
he now? Hold on, where is he now?
who gives a fuck?
Oh, goodness gracious.
And I'm not bitter
I
about
want to
it.
make sure he's not missing.
But I'm not
You
I'm
make
not
us
trapped.
nervous if he's missing.
No, it's not that. But my point is, I do not.
Because you kind of
want-
hard, Lisa. You make me nervous.
Don't be nervous.
No, I'm talking
Reality
about that part.
is anyway. I do not want a card on Father's Day. As a mother, it is enough to be a mother. And it is an insult to me to think that I can bear the weight and the load and the male responsibility as a father. But that's why they're two different things.
Yes.
So I don't want a card on Father's Day as a mother, because the deal is, like I was saying before, dads, even in their absence, hold weight against the mother.
Good, how are you?
Okay? And we have, my oldest son, who's 24, told me that moms are supposed to make everything okay, even if you're bucking against me. Even if you're not doing the right thing. And no, it doesn't have anything to do with the mother. It has to do with propriety. This is like what you do as a human being. And like I said, I'm as a woman, I'm as a mother. This is my first time around too. So, and I can't mother my children out of what I didn't get. This is a whole different scenario. I have an awesome dad, but have had a terrible marriage. As an example, it's like the foundation was there, but that doesn't apply across the board to all men.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, like, if this guy feels like his mom was shit, he probably saw her in a very compromised position to provide for him in the absence of something. Unless she was like a hoe or something, or a stripper and did dirt or whatever.
Big Gates, we still want you to listen. She wasn't
I'm
really
not
calling
offending
your
you.
mom.
I'm just saying we don't know the backstory, so
We know his mom. His mom ain't shit, so I don't know.
And if you can say that honestly, that your mama isn't shit, it's hard. That's hard. That's really difficult.
Well, then doesn't that come? And again, it comes back to experiences and the kind of damage that. So, but then it comes to if a woman has a child, has a son, and she attacks him, damn it, and treats him like dirt. But you said, it comes from their ghosts that come from the past,
and that's wrong. If she's attacking her son because he reminds him of the dad, or she's struggling because he's not helping, or whatever. That's wrong. It's wrong. He's not the man of the house. He's not her man.
Right.
He is her son, and still, if you, I have children, all my sons almost are over 18. You're not going to sit at home when I go to work every day. That's not the lesson that I taught you. And so, if you sit around and think that I'm still going to get what you like and all that kind of stuff, and you don't get to say anything, it's not acceptable for anybody. Okay? So it's not just because you're my kid, you get to take up space on the sofa. You need to find a place where that does not bother you, that I say, hey, wash the dishes, okay? Because you're first to attack the pot. First to grudge. Complain about
Wait, did you
stuff.
say attack the pots?
Attack them. I mean, clang them. What you mean?
Nice.
Hey. You don't want to help?
Right.
And I'm not taking anything from you to buy what you like. You know?
There you go.
And
you
so
know,
for
hey,
me,
you know what I say? Hey, for Moose, you know what I say? You take the trash out, like today, I made him take the trash out, and then what you did, so took the laundry downstairs. I was like, oh man, you get to eat tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's all predicated on that,
the
man.
key word is you made them.
Oh,
So my
well,
thing is, for my children, it's like, or my young men, my young son.
Yeah, right. It's still
if you walk past, if you put a 2-liter in that trash can and it's
fucking
if it's
fall
falling
off,
over,
yeah.
if you walk away,
It's supposed to be go right.
if you think that that's okay, then we have a problem.
Right. Choke slam.
I'm not choke slamming. I'm just thinking, there's no more wrappers to put in the trash. I'm not providing them.
Right.
I mean, why would I do that?
I got you.
It's
Hey,
keeping your own living space. If you want to live in squalor, if you want to be a hoarder, if you want to be funky, that's your deal
That's your
in your
thing.
own space, and it
Right.
shouldn't be an insult that I don't want it.
in your space.
Yes.
Right.
It's
hey,
not.
Hey, I tell you what, man. It's Heavy Hitters Radio Show, man. We got Lisa. Man, she is putting it down to us. We got Run.
And I'm not jaded.
Hey.
I'm full of joy.
See. No, you're not jaded at all, man. You've been killing it. Hey, man, I tell you, this is Moose Ugly Big House, man. To my left, I got Big C, man, that was kicking knowledge to us, man.
Yes.
Kicking knowledge to us for sure. And then to my right, we got the star of the show, man, the one, the only, LGZ Mbaku, man.
Down to forever, baby.
The star of the show. And then I see what to his left, excuse me, to his right, I don't know my ways. To his right, we have the one, the only, D-Lo. D-Lo G.
2 hours till your birthday.
And then-
Already 100, man.
And then to his right, man, we got the middle C, man, joining us tonight. Straight out of Rome, Georgia, man, college student, man.
He's more like the tree. He might be the middle tree now.
I know, he's a big boy.
That
man.
seed and sprouted, man.
Yeah, he's a big boy, man. He's a big boy. He came out the bathroom early, and I kind of looked up, and I'm like, God damn, I got to put my shoes on. Right. I got the brass knuckles.
Yeah.
I keep brass knuckles in my drawers, man, for to get out of line, man. All them boys are big now, man. Hey, so this is the Heavy Hitters Radio Show. I tell you what, so the name of the show, Jeezy, is
Go back to where you came
Go
from.
back to where you came from, and that's what we about to do, man. So we about to get into some stuff. You guys ready for a game show?
Yes.
Let's go.
Are you guys ready
You
for
gotta
it? Are you seriously? Are you ready for it?
It's good.
All right. So I need to know. And are you sure you're ready for it? Impromptu
I'm ready to
game
buzz.
show.
Let's go.
Impromptu game show. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. So what? And who's all in?
Me.
I want him.
Who else?
I'm in.
Jeezy, you in? All right.
They're not
D-Lo,
nearly
you
as
in?
excited as
I'm
this
in.
side of the table.
All
Let's
right.
go.
All right. So I tell you what, Dayton, you want to get in this impromptu game show?
What is it?
Move that shit.
We don't
out
know
of
yet.
here.
It's
We don't. It's an impromptu game show. Look,
Let's go.
she,
Cornbread.
here's my favorite.
She
She
she's
got
also
down with the
ready.
buzzer.
Yeah.
She got
That's
down
what
with
we
the
do.
buzzer, and the buzzer's not there.
Yeah.
All right,
No,
we
we'll
ready?
make it up. It's fine. Come on.
All right.
Johnny,
So
put
you
one hand behind my back like Family Feud. What do you want to go this way? What do
Bree's
we do?
watching.
Go?
All right, here we go.
We
It's
don't
the
know
impromptu game show.
Okay.
All right, here we
What am I
go.
gonna do to like buzz in?
yet. You just yell really loud.
I tell you what, practice a noise. There's a noise. What's your noise? There's a.
That's logical tonight.
That's the best noise of the night. You win, yeah. That's a Cardi B
Cardi B,
noise,
yeah.
right? All right. And now you realize her butt fell apart like a couple months ago, right?
I don't give a shit.
I'm just telling
so
you.
hot.
Obviously, she don't give a shit either.
I
She
would
can't
still
shit.
trade teens for that girl.
Hey!
She's
okay.
hot.
Yeah. Right.
Tell me she ain't hot.
You know what? I don't like her
I
because
can't
she was
say that.
poisoning dudes.
Come on.
I'm not a big fan of that.
Play the
Yeah.
game.
Bill
Like, she
Cosby's
was
in
good.
jail.
Yeah,
Cardi
B's
B's
out.
in jail.
Yeah. I don't get how that works.
But was
Money.
she honest about it?
Bill
Bill
Cosby, he kind of was.
Well, Cosby
He was
was.
messing with
30 years
children.
Y'all do. No, that's R. Kelly.
No, that was R.
That's R.
Kelly.
Yeah, but Bill
And-
Cosby was still messing with children.
No, it was
too.
not.
The women
That's
were.
Morgan Freeman you talking about. Look,
What?
man.
Don't put Morgan Freeman under the bus like that.
name.
Do not.
Well, that was his granddaughter.
Don't mess with Morgan Freeman.
Do y'all not know the story?
He's God.
Hey man, hold on a second. Wait a minute.
He's like God.
Morgan Freeman was on Electric Company. Don't be messing with Morgan Freeman.
It happens. LGZ is not making this up.
I'm not making this up. He's like
This is
dating
not
like
a Mandela
Don't
effect.
take men from my spank bank, all right?
Morgan Freeman's your spank bank. Oh, we didn't know.
Blame her.
We both at the same.
Black men in my
Hey, we both.
He talked to me
Hey,
tonight.
Maybe I should go gray.
hold on, man. We both. Hold on, we
All I
both.
gotta say is
Mr. Clark is.
the gray beard just went by.
He's a lot lighter than
Hold on.
That's all I'm saying.
Man, we both was like,
we mad in Ohio.
Silver fox.
hold on.
Boom.
Hold on, Mr. Clark is in your spank bank. Hold on, Mr. Clark.
Expeditiously, young man.
You're killing your brain cells, son.
You said
Bro,
Morgan
March of the
Freeman.
Yeah, because he's the voice of the Penguins and all that, you know.
She said Morgan Freeman.
It's in a spank
In a
bank.
spank bank.
That might be the next week's
Not
show.
Giselle.
Morgan
Morgan
Freeman.
Freeman
Not
in a spank bank.
Tyrese.
Not
The Rock.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. She went to the Morgan
Freeman.
Freeman.
I want it to be glorious.
I've never heard that
I
in
want it
my
to be
life.
glorious.
All I'm saying is,
For sure. Denzel's
all
in
I'm
there,
saying
too.
is,
Denzel for
is
sure.
I want it to be, oh my Lord,
Freeman's
Morgan
definitely up
Freeman.
there. You just
No.
mentioned him. I
Oh, my
you
God.
mentioned
Hey,
other
man,
people.
this
I'll
game.
talk about him too. But like,
Yeah, the game
Morgan
show, man.
Freeman's
Go ahead,
definitely
yo.
up
We
there.
both the same response.
no, it just changed. It just changed.
I heard Morgan
It's
Freeman's
impromptu,
spank
so
bank.
It's an impromptu game show, and it just changed. It just
Who's
changed.
in your spank bank?
It's going to be five, the top five.
Don't judge me. I'm
Are we
not
ready?
judging you.
Yes.
Are we ready?
We are ready.
Make some noise. Here we go.
right.
I want you to name, and it has to be a consensus that it makes sense.
Okay.
A consensus that it makes sense. Who is in your top five in your spank bank? Oh, okay. Dayton is in there. Ready, go. Morgan Freeman.
Oh, my
God. Which we're struggling with.
Morgan. Her friend is like Morgan Freeman.
She's even looking at her like, what's
Jonathan
that?
Taylor Thomas.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
JTT, man.
What was that?
Straight
What was
out of
that?
Home
What was he in?
Improvement.
Oh,
He
okay.
was the brother in Home Improvement.
How
Okay.
you go from Morgan
Justin
Freeman to?
Timberlake.
Wait.
That's
Did you
fair.
say there was a brother on Home Improvement?
No,
Yeah.
he
Wait,
there
wait,
were three
wait.
sons. He was
Oh, okay.
Hand
That's
is
what
raised.
no,
Who'd
they're
you
all
say,
pilgrims.
Justin? Who?
Justin Timberlake.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Cardi B.
That's
Okay.
fair.
That's
No,
exciting.
you have like the United Nations of spank
That's
bank.
exciting. She's all over the place.
Can you imagine Morgan Freeman in that hot tub?
And by the way, that's the new name of the game. That's the new name of the game. The
Morgan
five
Freeman
people
in
in
the
your
hot
hot tub.
5 people in your hot tub.
That's the new name of the game. You got one more, Dayton.
I swear that.
You got one more.
Yeah. What's the Knicks basketball player?
What's his
Anthony
name, Nick?
Mason.
No.
You said Anthony
Tyrone
Mason.
Hill.
I've always loved Kobe Bryant. So Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant. All right.
All right,
I tell
we
you
got
what.
five.
At this point, I'm just going to go around the room.
Yeah.
Be middle seed.
Do this.
What name the five in your hot tub?
All right, Scarlett Johansson off the bat.
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson off the bat.
All right, go. Number two.
Zoe Sal.
You don't know her name. She can't be in there.
Gamora.
Is she green in your hot tub?
Is she green?
In your hot
she
tub.
can be. Yeah.
All right, go.
She can be green in the hot tub.
Number two,
Gamora.
three.
I'm gonna get hated for this one. Taylor Swift. I'm gonna say it.
Ew!
Heck yeah.
You're disgusting.
Yep. Taylor Swift. I don't care.
Number four.
I don't care.
Keep going.
Taylor Swift.
Alright, they didn't touch mine.
Mila Kunis
Yeah. She's in mine too.
and Jennifer Aniston.
Oh,
right.
hell yeah.
Oh, they're like,
She's a
how old is
hot
she?
It doesn't matter.
She's older.
He's spank
She's
back.
older.
All right, D-Lo. Name the five people in your hot tub. Go.
Well, fortunately, my spank bank overflowing.
How many
So,
you watch?
Hold on. We gotta keep it down.
No, I have like
We gotta keep it
7.
down.
I'm trying to
We gotta keep
whittle
it down.
it
We gotta
out.
keep it down.
Get
Keep it
here.
down.
right. So
Did you say? I'm sorry. Did you say my spank bank overfloweth?
it overflowed.
I
so,
enjoyed that.
so there are options. But I think out the gate, because she's hot right now, Megan Thee Stallion, she's certainly in my hot tub.
It's
Megan Thee
Instagram
Stallion.
for sure.
Okay, go ahead.
Nah, man, she's hot, man.
All right, go ahead.
I know that it is.
I'm about to look her up.
I'm gonna go reality shows here. Portia Williams is in my hot
I
tub.
don't know what that is either.
That's cool.
No, I tell you what, you know, everybody in your hot tub safe.
Malaysia Pargo, Megan Thee Stallion.
They say they definitely
The Stallion.
Yeah, they safe. They're not gonna be involved. We have no. Go ahead.
no overlap.
Portia Williams, Malaysia Pargo.
I like her.
You know what? Halle Berry is still there.
I was waiting.
Halle Berry has to be.
Yeah,
And I'm rounding it out with Jennifer Lopez.
Okay.
You know, Jennifer Lopez just turned 50, man.
50.
All right.
I'm about to turn 40. We can do
All
it.
right. So who's that?
Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh,
Okay.
All right, your turn.
Jeezy.
I mean, Halle Berry. I mean, she's like
Yeah.
first ballot.
She's in everybody.
She's-
Yeah.
She looks.
I hope so.
First
She's number
ballot.
6.
All
She's
right.
there.
What? Number 6.
Keep going.
Anyway, go ahead.
All right. Trying to think.
Man, you had a lot of time to think
I know.
about this.
You gotta think
Hit
about
the
it.
bell with his indie list.
Do we need to come back to you?
Huh?
Do we need to come back to you?
No, it's Halle Berry. Definitely is on the list. I like Scarlett Johansson's definitely on the list.
Really? That's Scarlett
Yeah.
Johansson.
But she
Why are you
gotta
so
wear-
excited about
and
it?
she gotta
Anyway,
be,
go.
and she has to be.
Just say the names. We don't
She has
need
to
to
be Scarlet Witch. She has to not Scarlet Witch. She has to be in the outfit, Black Widow.
Yeah.
She has to wear the Black Widow outfit. Who else?
I tell you what, at the
You're
same
horrible at
time.
this game.
Huh?
You're horrible at this
Hey,
game.
at the same time, run, go.
Yeah. Denzel Washington,
Fair.
the dude that plays Mac on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., The Rock.
Oh, I forgot about The Rock.
Nelly.
He could like
Nelly. The heavy hitters.
Nelly.
Yeah.
Nelly.
We made the list.
The heavy hitters
We're getting in the.
Hey, folks,
Yeah.
We're getting in the hot tub
And you can all three count as one.
with Mac.
Nelly.
I can't
Are
take
you
my
guys
shirt
all
off
from
with
the
them.
same
though.
tribe?
All right,
You
we got
and
Me and
Mac and The Rock?
Me, Mac, and the Rock are
Right.
from the same tribe. I didn't know if y'all knew that or not.
Yeah.
Man, he could swat throws with the shit out of
So I got Halle Berry.
Like,
I got Scarlett Johansson. I got
Method Man.
what?
Method Man.
No.
I think
I think Musa appreciate this one. Musa appreciate this one. Ava Adams is definitely in my hot tub.
Why you
Ava
laughing
Adams.
so hard, D. Middle C?
For
Why
sure
is
is in my
Middle C
hot
laughing so hard?
Yeah, Ava Adams is in my. Y'all have no
We
idea
need
who
to
that
have a talk.
is.
We need to have a talk on
Y'all
that.
can Google her.
No.
She's in my hot tub.
I know exactly who that
Yeah,
is.
she's definitely in my hot tub.
Okay.
Because I want something to go down. So I know Halle Berry ain't putting
That's a
nothing down.
guarantee.
Yeah,
You know, I always wonder Halle Berry is so beautiful, but
hey,
nobody ever stays with her.
she ain't pepper crushing. So for sure.
Halle Berry, I still love you, baby.
Yeah, we love you for sure. I mean, you there for eye candy.
You still got a spot in my hot tub, Halle Berry.
Yeah, she can sit in mine.
So I need two more.
Cool.
All right, what we say? I'm gonna go to Big Christmas. You take
No.
it to
Modern Family. What's her name?
Modern Family.
You talking about the girl who plays Gabrielle?
Gabrielle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eva Mendes.
Eva Mendes?
That's not Eva-
No, it's not even
That's
Mendes.
not Eva Mendes. That's
Gloria
Gloria.
something. Gloria.
Yeah.
Eva Mendes.
Gloria something. Margolays or something like that.
She's hot as fuck.
She was like, Jeezy.
I don't care.
She be like Jeezy.
If you said Poppy,
What are we going to do?
It's over with.
All right, Big C, what you got, man? And you said you got 3.
Okay.
3 mainstays.
You gonna say
But
Gladys?
He's gonna be busy.
You gonna say Gladys?
Gladys Knight.
Anita Baker.
No,
And Shaka Khan.
number one is Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys, okay. All right.
Number 2, Nia Long.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
Nia Long and Alicia Keys.
All right.
Keys, man.
I love Alicia Keys' New York accent.
Okay.
So Alicia Keys, are we talking about Alicia Keys that wear makeup or Alicia Keys?
Either
No
one.
makeup.
Either one.
No makeup and a headscarf.
Right.
Yes.
You'll be mad. You'll be mad. You for sure we mad at the headscarf after like 2 weeks.
No, you wouldn't.
She can play the piano in the
Either
hot
one.
Hey, can you let this man do his pick?
Who else?
Stella. Stella got her groove back.
Damn. You went
Angela Bassett.
Bassett.
Okay. All right.
Damn. So you got Morgan Freeman and Angela Bassett. I never thought that would be.
Thank you for saying groundwork.
Yeah. Who else? You got anybody else?
And Megan Good.
Megan Good, nice.
I ain't get my other one though.
All right, you got one
She
more.
married Dwayne Wade. What's her name? Gabrielle Union.
Gabrielle Union's in there.
Oh, she's really pretty.
All right, outstanding, man. That's you know what? You know what? I'm not getting a.
No. Everybody get their 5.
I'm not getting a high tip.
Who's it gonna be?
I think I'm hanging with Chris.
You were
I think I'm
already
gonna take.
invited to the hot
I'm gonna grab Halle Berry.
For sure, everybody gonna be Halle
And I'm gonna grab Jenny from the block, and I'm gonna get in with Chris, and we're gonna share his too. This is gonna be me and him and about 6 or 7. That's how we gonna do that. That's how we gonna do that, right?
It's amazing that Janet Jackson didn't make nobody. I mean,
No, I'm not.
I feel like 96
Yeah,
Janet.
96 Janet Jackson.
96 Janet don't make
She's
nobody.
in. Yesterday's Janet Jackson. No, she's not. No, she's
Janet
not.
Jackson go from being in to being out.
All I gotta say is, me and Big C, we having a heck of a party in ours.
All right, next.
We're having a heck of a party in ours. All right,
You know
so
what? I forgot one.
that's Big C, folks.
Loving Basketball.
I don't know her name.
It's Annihilation.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Love and basketball.
That's a good one too.
No,
All right, so
My guess
Omar.
was literally when I was like in the 8th
I'm
grade
surprised
was
the woman,
my
you know, who's like an
I ain't gonna lie.
overlooked.
You said Morgan
when
Freeman. I just got
they
lost.
had their sex scene. Oh my god!
like I
You
first
said
I
Sean
was
Connery or
getting excited about it. She said
Connery.
Morgan Freeman. I
I did
know.
not say Sean.
No,
Connery.
I would have never thought in a million years I would hear Morgan Freeman's name in Spain, baby.
Hey, folks, check this out.
I will say this: I would want Morgan Freeman to narrate my life.
Exactly, but you have to like
Right.
die before you die.
Yeah, but
He
you also
can
have to-
narrate my
you also have to
music with
bang-
Method Man.
He's like sitting there watching.
Can narrate.
He can
That's
narrate
not
my
too
life
nice.
story.
Method Man is so.
Can you imagine that?
attractive.
So you gonna
Yes.
it'd be like
yes.
it'd be like
I
so
forgot about
it'd be like here we go. Here's
because that scene.
so here's
his
Moose
shoulder
aka Big
blades.
House getting in the hot tub with Big C and 7
You don't sound anything
No,
like Morgan
no,
Freeman.
that, it'd be much more majestic.
I
It'd
love
be
you,
like,
but Moose
he'd
is
be
not
like,
Morgan
he'd
Freeman.
be like, as you see Moose, aka Big House, enter his hot tub.
Your voice doesn't do this. None of us get it.
None of us can do it, but it would be much more eloquent.
Your
Hey,
voice,
folks, guess what?
your voice not deep at all. You know?
I understand.
It doesn't match his body.
Like
I love it.
he was like
I
Morgan
love
Freeman when he
it
was
so
first
much.
born.
6 foot everything with a high voice. Hey man, I tell you what, it's Everybody's radio show, man.
Is Samuel L. Jackson in your spank bag?
That'd be allowed.
That seems
Yes,
fair.
Endeavor, yes.
That's a reasonable guess. at
so
this point.
fair.
That's hilarious.
I don't think he's that cute.
Hey, I tell you what, this
Bend
is
over and let me hit it from the
Morgan
back.
Freeman's not in
Don't
mine.
judge me about Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman is
All
not
right?
in mine.
I didn't judge you about the girls in your
Yeah.
hot tub.
Yeah.
Look, she skipped Idris Elba and went straight to Morgan Freeman.
Morgan
Her
Freeman.
beat.
Yeah, I love Morgan Freeman.
I'm glad Morgan
And you
Freeman
know
still got
what?
some.
After I bang him, he's gonna narrate
Yo,
my life.
Like,
if she had been alive in the 80s, Red Fox would have had a shot.
Freeman probably taking his time, knocking it down
taking his
real
time
nice
because he
and
has to take
You
mellow.
got the closest voice to Morgan Freeman. You got the closest voice to Morgan
I'm
Freeman.
just saying,
Big C.
you know, if it's, you gotta think beyond. Like if she say Morgan Freeman, it ain't just about his looks.
He will know exactly what he's
For a
doing.
That's right.
I think
That's right.
I think it's about looks.
Oh, I almost got it. That's all right here, right?
No,
Is that right?
that's more
No.
like
If you go ahead and
that's more
pull,
like layman.
if you go ahead and
Next
pull those
question.
panties to the side, man. Mr. Clark is gonna go ahead
That's right.
and
Yeah,
expunge
yeah.
some justice.
You know what I'm doing? I'm going to move expeditiously through your panties.
You'll use some really
as
good
you sing the song, the school song.
That's right.
Fair East Side.
Oh, I like that. I'll tell you what. Come here, children.
Next question.
All right, so I'll tell you what. You know what? We're gonna sign off, guys. It's time.
All right.
It's time to rock and roll. Hey man, it's the Heaviest Radio Show. This is
Yes, the guest
Moose,
host.
aka Big House, man. I'm back, man. You know what?
Welcome.
Baseball's 52 weeks a year, man.
never mind.
I did all 52 of them, man. Hey,
Welcome back.
hey,
back.
yeah. No, I ain't left nowhere.
We missed you though.
I ain't left nowhere. Hey, I tell you what. So to my right, man, I told y'all, man, we got the one and only LGZ Mbaku, man. Here's what we got.
Mbaku.
D-Lo G, man. We also got
Yeah.
the lady of the house, Run E.
M. Pudding.
We got the middle C.
The middle
in here,
tree.
man. We got Big C straight from
The G.
straight from the G, and then we got what did we give her?
Dayton.
We got Dayton.
The D.O. The
That's it,
D.O.
right.
And we
That's
got
it.
Dayton. We got Dayton up in here. Hey, I tell you what,
We even got
special shout out to Lisa. Lisa that was holding it down. Holding it down, man.
Raise
Holding
to
it
the
down,
sky.
man. Lisa, she's always welcome to come and join us. the Heavy Hitters Radio Show. Remember, we are where you are.
So get comfortable
and come on in.
Your mouth.
That's us, man. Holla.